condition rant.
The escape pod.
Welcome to Jumping the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Sean Enough.
Welcome back, sure enough. Yeah, it's good he's done it.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I tell you what, it's quite a mission coming from where you came from, and with the prices of
Petrol.
crude at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite
Big
an effort.
oil.
It's quite an effort.
Yes, it's a long way from a galaxy just beyond the Pleiades. It's a number of light years, and did take a while to get here, but we are here now.
Yes.
And it is a great place to be.
Right now, right here.
Right now. Right? Is there anywhere else?
This is the HQ
Of now.
Of now.
Yeah. Well,
It
it is
is.
for our existence. Do you know what I did, though, like a couple of months ago? When I first started hearing about truck riots and prices going up and, you know, all the convoys.
Yeah,
I
sure.
filled up a jerry can of diesel.
Yeah.
So I've got that ready to go
How do you store that?
in a jerry can.
Oh, yeah.
You can just
Yeah,
have
but a
it.
20-litre one.
So you don't have to like.
Well, you shouldn't keep
Should you-
fuel for too long, but I tell you what, I'm filling up for $1.60, bros. Well, you're all at $2.20. I'm filling up for $1.60.
That's a bloody big
so-
jerry can. What is this? Is this like, it's like similar to converting your hard-earned funds into precious metals? Is this like precious liquids?
Precious
liquids, mate,
Liquid
yeah.
storage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Catchment.
I tell you, get into
Petrol
the Scotch game, like, because that's like $1.70 a shot.
I saw in
30 mil.
saw in America they're going crazy. Like the petrol isn't quite as much as it is here. When you work it out, it's like I don't know, $3 a gallon.
Gallon and gallons,
3 gallons,
3.8 litres, and you
Works out if we paid the same over there, it'd be $7.
All right.
You know.
a gallon.
Yeah.
So here we are, here we are. Like you know, we're paying heaps. They're not paying that much, and they've even got dudes that have got trucks that rock up to the petrol stations and hover over the hose part. You know, where the big tankers fill up the big
Yeah.
petrol station, and they have a little trap door on the bottom of their car, and they drill into it, and they've been stealing petrol from the Bowsers,
Oh,
But
wow.
from underneath.
but from underneath.
It's
There you
great.
go.
What a scam.
Mm.
You'd never think of it.
Somebody
They did though.
Well, if you watch all these...
That's Mad Max time, isn't it?
That's
it is Mad Max
Hollywood,
time.
man.
Oh, he's got a secret compartment, hasn't he? Or is
Yeah.
that...
Does he?
No, that's the...
White Man Can't Jump.
Lethal Weapon.
The train one.
Lethal Weapon has a little trapdoor underneath his caravan he's living in.
Oh, he does.
I love that trapdoor thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I've seen that in, like, heist movies.
We wanted to put a trapdoor in my cupboard, like an emergency exit, right?
Yep.
So just like not a panic room, but a panic door, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we planned it out, put it in the cupboard and everything, and then we're gonna do this. We'll have to dig down here. We'll have to put a little door there. Just fantasizing. And then Vanessa said, "Why don't we just jump out the window rather than do that?"
And
I'm
I've
like,
been under
so
your
we didn't do it.
I've been under your house, and you can barely fit a man's head under there.
Yeah.
That would be literally a
it's got
trap door. A door
Would've been
to a
trapped.
trap.
Yeah. Didn't do it.
No.
Didn't do it. I did want a cellar. I'd love to have a cellar.
Basement, cellar, attic is a must. And secret panel in the wall that you can walk around your house in between the walls.
Yeah.
I think that's necessary.
I'd love to do a.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just to make use of that inner wall space.
I'd love to do one of those bookcase.
Got to have a
Dillies.
bookcase, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pull the book, the whole thing.
Pull the book.
Fireplace that turns around is also very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
that's what's hydraulics? Would that be?
We'll get some bearings, hydraulics. We'll get some...
We really need to modernise it, though, like the TV unit with a flat screen. And then it turns around.
Yeah.
And it has a remote control.
You climb through the bloody TV screen.
Just make
into
a
the
door.
wall.
That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Just make a door.
Run, yeah.
You know?
That'd be interesting.
Just jump out a window.
You just, to do that, you have to wear one of them green screen suits and then,
Take you out later.
yeah.
Do it in post.
Well,
So-
we're saying that about the Stees in the Stees episode that the Australia's best parkour man learnt how to parkour because he didn't realise that the green screens that the early adapters were jumping on, like they'd jump off the building onto another building, have a mat to
Yeah.
take the brunt of the fall,
Yeah.
and then they'd just edit out the mat.
All right. So he was using the Hollywood special effects standard as his standard
As
of
his-
reality.
Yeah. normal standard,
and then,
that's
and
right.
then was able to do it in reality, and then
Oh, right.
created parkour.
And
Oh,
he's the best.
wow.
He's the best.
He's the best at it.
Well, that's one example of how these, new forms of modern entertainment can help us.
Okay.
as-
Help us?
Some say help. Some say
Help.
MK Ultra us
Yeah.
into thinking
Yeah.
whatever they're
Help us
thinking.
into the thought of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I was just trying to see the positives because I've got a generally negative view of these things these days, and how they try to possibly disconnect us from, these superior skill sets that we have encoded in our DNAs.
Gotcha.
And and super parkour is just one of them, and it's assisted him. So I take you got to take
Well, his body
give credit where it's
Yeah,
due.
that's right. And his body morphed. It's grown like a very like a sack of
Ew.
gel
Ugh.
that he usually lands on, like his shoulders and his
sounds
elbow
bad.
there.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but
Doctor,
your body
Doctor,
adapts.
I'm going to need you, nurse. I'm going to need a second opinion on this.
So you're telling me
Sack.
if we bothered to fall over more, we could be covered in sacks of gel.
Yeah, that cover us.
Is that evolution?
Could be or devolution.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I say good on him.
Yeah. I'm happy for one that we shook the bags of gel.
It's like I'm not the type of guy to even try to devolve or evolve my body like that. Like they're getting up all the time in the mornings.
I think we should
They're
evolve
jumping
to
off.
have natural knee pads.
That'd be great.
That'd be good.
I did come up with the idea of injecting pure fat cells into the base of your foot,
Sounds bad.
right? No, but everyone's worried
Oh,
about
yeah.
their height and everything.
All right.
And so, like, well, if you want to just get another couple
Like
of
pumps.
inches, yeah, it's like a pump. Like a what was the shoe?
Pumps.
By
Nah, Nike.
maybe
Reebok.
Reebok.
pump.
Reebok had the pump.
Yeah.
But I'd just have that in my foot, and I'd have another couple of extra inches than everyone else, just
Everyone
from my.
can always do with a couple of extra
Well, you know,
inches. Huh?
everyone's injecting all the botulism into their behinds to get that perfect Brazilian look. But I'm saying, I'm just saying, maybe
Feet. You're a
put some of
foot
that in your
Your
feet.
footsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should just put it in the air sacs of the shoes, like Nike Fats.
Nike
Oh,
Fats.
Nike Fats. I like
Is there
that.
a Nike? Is there a Nike Fats?
Oh,
PHATs,
Don't know.
yes.
Yeah, probably.
they've
Sounds
got the
way
one
cooler.
with human blood in it. So
Yeah, that's Adidas, I think.
no, there was
Isn't it?
there was a Nike one too.
Oh,
yeah.
those bastards.
Yeah, they did
Put
that.
blood on everything.
It was a Satan shoe.
Yeah. Six of them were made.
That's
think
right.
so,
but
yeah.
I think that's
of
the
course
whole
they
thing.
did, yeah.
Everyone had a drop
Hilarious.
of blood in it.
It's just what we need right now, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
all hail Satan. Great. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny thing I find about people that like to say like "Hail Satan" a lot, and no disrespect to yourself 12, 24, 38 months ago, Timmy.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's not actually not what I'm using as a reference for this point of conversation. But I've noticed recently a lot of people that openly say "Hail Satan" is also they're undeniably miserable.
Oh.
Mm.
It's like, what do you? What's all the praise for?
Yeah.
Satan, mostly.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
So I guess it's it is better than having to hold yourself to accountability to anything.
Well, he is
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
banished angel.
So that's good.
Yeah.
He's the most fallen angel. So there's an award there somewhere. There's a-
World's most fallen angel.
yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a movie category from the 80s.
It's not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World's most fallen.
He's
Starring
starring
John Travolta.
John Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson as God. He's
Okay.
God.
All right. Yeah.
Or Ganesha.
Or Columbo could be God, couldn't he?
Yes,
Just
Peter.
one more thing.
What was
that
his
guy.
name? Peter Dutton? No,
Was
that's
it?
the name. Never
I
mind.
don't know. I thought it was just Columbo.
Yeah.
And the actors have actual real names, though.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like characters in the movie aren't.
I was thinking
The
the other
same as the
day
character.
the 1980s Incredible Hulk. Do you remember that guy in the TV show?
Yes. Yeah. When he changed.
Wasn't he a weightlifter or what was his sport? Can you
The
remember?
bodybuilder.
He was a bodybuilder.
He was coming up at the same time. He was going head to head with Schwarzenegger when he
Schwarzenegger.
was in his
Gesundheit.
prime.
Oh, in the real world.
You're talking about what is this guy's name?
Ferengi.
Yeah,
John
John Ferengi.
Joe
Joe And he's deaf.
Something Fringies. I think it's
Ferrigna.
Fredna.
It's
Is it?
Ferrigna, yeah.
Lou Ferrigno joined us live here.
I believe so.
Joey Ferrigno.
Something like that.
Okay.
So what was his
It
claim
was just
to fame?
massive. And then he was in the Hulk show.
The Incredible Hulk. In
When
the
Bruce
1980s.
Banner would turn into the Hulk, they would cut scene to the world's second strongest man, which is this Ferrigno guy.
And he painted green and
So his claim to fame is he is Hulk.
the Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk.
Yeah, not Hulk Hogan.
No,
Oh, right. That's what I thought you were talking about.
No. The green guy.
that's a crossover.
Yep.
Not the yellow guy, the green guy.
When
The
was
other
he?
Hulk's yellow.
The purple one. But anyway, let's not get into
That's another
Marvel versus
misconception.
DC.
This
Versus
goes
wrestling.
back onto this disconnection that the media provides us with. So we see this Hulk character attain his strength and superpowers when he's enraged.
Rage.
He's enraged, and he's reacting. He's reacting heavily to these external stimuli,
Well, it's the gamma rays, mate.
and he's converting it into rage.
Mm.
And I think it sends a bad message to our youngsters of the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's symbolic of the libido.
Oh, right.
You know,
Okay.
each Marvel character actually represents something like some
Archetype.
archetype or whatever, or chakras. Or
Well, I don't know how you're having sex,
planets
but
or-
I mean, it's. I'm not. I don't think much of Hulk when I'm more of a Silver Surfer. I
Oh,
guess.
you've had your.
I'm more of an
Hulk-
Aquaman.
You've
Yeah,
had
there you
many
go.
Hulk moments.
I've
I've seen you go from Bruce Banner to Hulk.
Look,
in
as
minutes.
I'm not the same person as I used to be. I have had.
No, you think if he represent the libido that he'd be orange,
Yeah. Okay.
as that of the sacral chakra.
Ah.
The second chakra is orange, and it represents our libido. And
So you know a bit about a chakra, right? Right? Is a chakra the same as an archetype?
no, but
Like,
they
I
do.
know it's, but could you? I know it's not. the
But you
same
could,
thing.
yeah, you could, because they embody different states of our being.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they, instead of saying, like, explaining to the masses that what a chakra is, they just put it in the shows.
So,
Yeah.
is that the
As a
symbolic
character.
for like Endgame? All the colors that are in his gauntlet thing that he has at the end that he has all the power with. Are they all the colors of the chakra?
Oh,
If you know,
possibly.
I don't
I
know
know the
the movie.
colours. I know the
That's what that
colours.
symbolizes, I bet
Is it,
you.
who is it? The guy, the guy that clicks his fingers and everyone wipes gets
oh,
what
Thanos. Thanos. Yes, I haven't seen that, but I do. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, you're onto something there, because these they do play into archetypes, and they play into these base states of consciousness that we all identify with. And I think you'll find that many characters and different archetypes, whether they be in quality movies or tales of religion, that they will relate back to these states, which are basically different levels of vibration. You'll find that each chakra has its own frequency, and
You're pointing at your dick a lot.
yeah. Well, I was just pointing at the sacral chakra, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
I wonder if there's any in the movies whether or not when a character gets killed, like if he gets shot in the chest, like in the heart, it might represent something. If he gets shot in the between
possibly.
between the eyes, it might
Absolutely.
might be of his weakness that the part of the chakra he wasn't using.
Absolutely.
Which is the podcast
Chakra.
What's that one? Is there one over the mouth?
I'd say that'd be the throat chakra.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a blue chakra, and it's located in your throat area.
Blue.
And it's
Better get that
most
checked
often
out.
associated with the self-expression, confidence, and ability to assert oneself, and things like that. Communication, obviously.
I
around the
only
throat.
feel confident when I'm in the podcast saying it. When I hear it back, I go,
Blue.
did I?
That sounds
Should
blue. Or it makes you blue.
Makes me blue. Should I even be doing this?
But yeah, on the note of chakras, like, you know, it's something that as a bloke, I worked in construction growing up, and it's something that, you know, I probably found out about in later life and never really took it too seriously. We deal with these I was about to say new age, but I also realised that there's a slight subversion going on there. To call these things new age. You're talking about
It's been around
meditation. We're talking about chakras. We're talking about some of the oldest, most ancient sets of knowledge that exist, and I've often referred to these things as new age silliness, but to refer to these things as new age, I think, is a little bit of taking away from the fact that it's actually ancient knowledge that we can take seriously. I can highly recommend and account for benefits and real life applications for studying the chakras and meditating.
So what? When you started your construction, was it lower chakra because you were doing it because you didn't really want to do it? You were just doing it for a wage.
Well, it's funny you say that.
The lower part of your chakras.
There comes
and
some
that's
of
how
your...
you got your injury, if I might be so bold.
Well, that's right. Trying to provide.
Scorching case of Kundalini.
Well, that's true. You know, out of a fear of sustainability and
you got to
lack
be a
of
man. You
abundance
got to be. You know.
Yeah, there would have been a few things playing
support
in there,
your family and
the survivability one, I think, is a definite factor. And you're right there. The root chakra, your base chakra, is located at the base of your spine, just below the end of your coccyx, and it's a red chakra.
How dare you?
Everyone's feeling there to see where it is.
Yeah, well,
that's your ass.
Just a little bit lower.
I just made you touch your ass.
And it's, as I said, each chakra has its own frequency.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the pure root chakra frequency.
It's good. This
right
is a soundproof studio.
Oh, excellent.
So we get the full.
So what's this one?
That means there's too much
Mosquitoes
high.
in
No,
the...
there's too much high on the mix.
Yeah, right.
The microphone's feeding back.
So what was that frequency?
Take us there. Where does that take us?
So that sound you just heard there was humming along at 396 hertz.
Oh yeah.
And that's the frequency for the root chakra. Every chakra has their own frequency, and it's good to know the colours of your chakras, and
are they the colours of the rainbow?
To these frequencies? Well, they're in
the root chakra is brown.
Yeah.
That's the brown note.
But anyways, not to go, too hype into this new age silliness.
Old age,
exactly. But something that I probably had often taken for granted, have been looking into, as you were saying before, had a scorching case of Kundalini, needed to adopt some pain management techniques.
Yeah.
Turned my back on the hardcore morphine-related
opioids,
opioids, and focused more on breath work and meditation and things like that.
So this won't work in the new world order because it's free.
It's free, and it's and it is more beneficial than I ever thought it ever could be. And I can highly vouch for it. And if you want to know more...
I'll sign up to the course. How much does it cost, surely?
That's right.
What are you selling?
For 18 easy payments of half your week's wage.
I'm doing a seminar on the corner.
So if you want to know the secrets to life and how to feel much better in yourself, then just pay me or your money. No,
but what you're saying is the
like
secrets to life, you're saying are just innately in us and for free. If we know how to... get onto that frequency.
Yeah, it seems that way. And you're Christ, and you are the Savior, and you can't pay somebody for that.
So you're Christ, because
Turnstile Records would like to.
Well,
no, because it just made me come to mind that who else claimed that they were Christ at some stage?
Well, you've got your
John Lennon,
Delta Goodrum,
Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar.
It goes back a long way. Like your weird uncle.
Yeah.
He's always
John
going,
Lennon.
I'm Jesus, man. I'm Christ.
Jesus,
I'm God.
Christ.
I'm God.
I'm gone.
Yes. Yeah.
You're saying I'm gone.
Just didn't have the vocabulary
God.
to.
Well, they were all right.
Yeah, they were right.
you know. But
in a way, they
but-
just didn't know how to express it.
Yeah.
not, you know,
Running
like,
around
it's
with
a
the
tough
pants
one.
off, saying "I'm Jesus, I'm the Lord, I'm the Savior."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down Blackburn Road's no good for
No,
anyone.
that's right. And when you take that into consideration and then you separate yourself, because in realizing that you are Christ, you have to inevitably realize that everybody is Christ. There's only one consciousness.
Yeah.
I am
So you're
me.
not Neo. You're not.
You
yeah.
are Neo. You are Neo. I am Neo.
But so am I, and so
Yeah.
is my wife.
But there is only one consciousness, and I don't know how that all sort of plays down and boils down into like the real fabric.
Well, we
of
all
it.
come from the same
But
cell, the same explosion, the same
so-
point of existence.
what I do know is that I am me, and we are you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the slogan for your course.
Yeah.
I'm me.
But you
and
know,
we are
like
you.
on the tip of
Join now.
being Christ and and you being the Savior, is it's like there's basic cliches that we've often said, in normal conversation, like, oh, you can't help somebody if they don't want to help themselves, or
Yeah.
that person, they can only help themselves. One can only save themselves.
Yeah.
People around people, can do everything that they can in their power to try and help someone and save them. But if they don't want to do it, it's not going to happen. There is only one Savior for any entity, and it's itself. And if that applies, then we are intrinsically Christ. And
But
that-
once again, Turnstile Records would like to announce that we do not agree with all of Sean's opinions. I'm definitely not Christ. Don't come for me. No, but I get to. I guess I'm all up in that as well.
You did want to be the leader of a cult at one stage. Though,
I still do.
Okay.
And,
There's still time. There's
I was
still time.
I was always Jesus in the school Easter play.
You were.
and then I
And you've got
worked
Jesus.
my way up to.
You've got
narrator.
Christ-like properties, not just in that you're sentient and can manifest and can
Play
and
him in
can
a school
co-create,
play.
and influence reality in ways that many states of consciousness and being can't. You also have long hair and a little bit of a beard, and you.
That's right.
No, it fits
You know.
in.
And I'm white, just like the real Jesus. So,
We'd just like to say that Turnstile Records doesn't actually agree with
think that
Jezbot.
Jesus was a whitey. No, but if you think
no.
about the Jesus story, and it's the best. The Bible is, well, the Jesus part of the Bible is the best of the hero's journey, like the best of that archetype. He's a man born into. He's a man with a plan, like a great weight on his shoulders, but he's born into poverty in a bloody stable, and then you get crucified. You go, the fucking whole story, right? But it's that hero's journey where you end up being the hero.
Yeah.
Like you get squashed, you get squandered, you get
That's right.
crown of
up
bloody
again,
thorns.
raise
And
And
the
then,
dead.
the story of the Bible, I had a thought about this last week, about a week and a half ago, and I thought they fucking left out the best bit.
Which is that?
That's when after Christ dies, he doesn't die. Christ never dies.
right,
Christ never dies.
right.
They left out the best bit.
Well, like there's a few hundred books missing.
Yeah, I mean that Christ, it's a state of
So what's
being.
the
It's
part? What's the
consciousness. Son of man.
Okay,
Son
what's
of
the
man is
what's
still
the-
alive.
Okay. What's the edit in the Bible
Yeah.
that goes from Christ on a cross? You've been sold out for silver dollars, right? And then you've been stabbed in the side with the spear of destiny. That's what the Germans were looking for.
Yeah.
They want the spear of destiny. But then what? Where's the edit? Like between him being put in a cave and embalmed and everything,
yes. Well, I think it'll have
Gets
to.
back up.
he gets back up. So he's nailed up in there, and he's like, I'm still alive. Christ doesn't die. I'm like, anyway,
But then,
I got nothing.
I think
But
neither
then
do
he's
I.
gone.
But he doesn't. How it gets represented in an archetypical physical fashion, like written down in words in a way that people can conceive, I don't know. But it probably have to be written when we have some new, I don't know, technology.
Oh, you're saying when we're in the metaverse and we can really understand each other?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
needs to be explained.
Collectively.
Explained by a quantum
I
computer.
reckon he just
Yeah.
played dead. He's like, you can't kill him. It's like Jack Bauer, 24, that movie, the 24 show. It's the same
It's
hero's
lost.
journey as the
Jesus.
Bible, isn't it?
yeah.
It's the same
way more
outcome.
guns.
Way more guns, yeah.
Like an episode of Survivor.
Too many skinny people.
I don't know, but yeah, that's what I do think that.
I thought you were just about to drop some fucking serious knowledge about Survivor. Like, he's one of the major guys that watch Survivors now. Because how many people are watching that show? Season 24.
Is it still going?
It still goes, man.
How does it compete now? They've got a loan because a loan they just send them out there and they actually have to survive.
It's Canadian. No one knows about it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Apart from this podcast.
Yeah.
Go and watch yourself some Alone. That's a real hero's journey.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll teach you a bit about yourself.
You get a beard at the end of it like Jesus.
Yep. Get to lose some weight. You might die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably will.
Definitely.
Yep. Yeah. You get to live in a cave, maybe, if you're lucky.
Oh, they'd all definitely die if no one came to pick them up.
That'd be it.
They'd be all dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every single contestant.
They drop them in some pretty awkward places, though.
Was that our transition?
Yeah,
Are we transitioning?
That's why nobody's ever lived there, because
That's
it's so dangerous.
Yeah. It's like,
all the bears and cougars.
yeah, it makes for good television, but we did figure out that you couldn't hang out here too long
Yeah.
a while ago.
Humans as a whole, yeah, we just lashed.
Yeah. You know.
Amazing.
But talking about humans lashing, how long do you reckon until everyone starts dying from having the vaccine?
Any day now. Any day now, surely.
Well, that was
Full
a transition I wasn't expecting. Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, mate. Not soon enough for you? Or
Oh, absolutely. I don't bloody wish death on anybody, you know. It's just...
it seems shame.
I was just driving
died.
here on the way here, and the traffic was really bad, and I was thinking...
You're cursing words, people.
I think he's all for the depopulation scenario.
Ah.
So he doesn't have to get caught in traffic is what I think you're about to say there.
well,
It's the only solution.
Like everyone could lose their jobs again, have a lockdown so that Sean Oz can get to the podcast quicker.
yeah.
I
Well,
like it. Petrol prices are way too high, by the way, so it'd be a quicker.
Full circle.
yeah. No, I shouldn't be on the roads being a chronic pain sufferer and all the business. I just shouldn't be. But so, these issues, they highlighted to me in real time, and they're emphasised, should I say. But no, I don't agree with the old population control. There is a possibility that it's also to do with the souls,
Right.
possibly.
Soulless people.
Well,
Get in your way.
there's an issue here
Clogging
of
up traffic.
Synthetics.
Yeah.
synthetics, of genetic modifications. And now, we haven't really gone there. We haven't really patted this elephant in the room on its bumhole.
Right, no, don't.
No, but sometimes
in the root chakra. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you got to pat the elephant's bumhole. And
All right. Well, if
And-
we're going to go there, I mean, we've talked about transhumanizations,
well, I think there's a bit of that going on. The
but full synthetic.
genetic modification is real. It's sort of happened en masse, and I think that it's something that we kind of thought, oh yeah, that's a thing. We got a little bit like worried about more of the side effects and people getting ill, and we lost a little bit of perspective or focus on the fact that we are actually GMing folk en masse, and I think there's some, besides the obvious, that there's some really quite sinister practices occurring here.
Tenstar Records would like to distance itself with anything short of.
That's right. Hey, no, I'll be fine. I've got a padlock.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
hey, man, it's all over. Like we were saying on the bloody other one. We do.
Yeah.
It's everyone's forgotten about it. Seems like it's already over.
Well, yeah, no, that's
but I
right.
guess I'm not going to forget. Might be over, but I'm never going to forget.
We won't have it. We think people have forgotten now because it's World War III apparently.
Yeah. That's
But,
it. Look this way. Look over this way.
And I didn't want to bring that up either, but
All right.
basically, if you still watch the television, if you still read the newspapers, or you're one of those people that say, "Oh, yep, I've just got me paper." If you call the paper your paper,
Yeah.
you're a dumb fuck.
Huh.
Just got me paper, and I'm just going home to watch my news, and bloody, it's not yours. It's so not yours.
Not yours.
Do you think the 90 odd cents that you pay for all of that keeps their bloody 1 point something
How-
million
how-
dollar
Yeah.
bonuses coming
How
in
is
every
there
year?
still money in newspapers?
Well, it's no longer 90 cents.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, it's Bezos. He owns the Washington Post, I think.
Yeah, they all got propped up by tech lords when they all thought they were going under about 2-3 years ago.
Do you know, like, buying into a news media, news station is like, we were talking about, Tim, like, that guy that bought the video shop on the decline.
Yeah.
Like, when they...
Is that Randy off South Park?
Oh, well, yeah, that is an episode, yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
but he starts off as a TV repairman, and he's like, "This business is going to last forever."
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's sort of tube TVs go out. He's like, "I'm going to get into the VHS.
This can never fail.
This can fail. Blockbuster franchise."
Now we got CDs. So let's get all the CDs. They can't scratch over there.
CDs. Yeah. Look at them. They look shiny. They're all new and futuristic.
And I
over
think
there.
that's what a newspaper or television is sort of going to
It's
be
like still selling
Yeah.
videos.
It's like-
That's like
yeah,
that.
it is.
Yeah.
You
That's
go down,
amazing.
you rent your paper, you bring it back. It's so backward. And it's so old. By the time you get your bloody Herald Sun the next day,
Yeah.
it's
already out
old
there.
news, man.
Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Crosswords already solved.
I don't know. These days, you just can't read it. You don't know who's paid for it to put what in the back of your head.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
It's all an ad.
It
Oh,
hurts.
that's a bloody ad. It's a bloody ad.
Yeah, because Ness and I actually decided to watch a movie
Oh.
the other night, and the subliminals that they're forcing into movies is sickening.
Not subliminal anymore.
No, it's not so subliminal.
It's
When you
overt.
see the code.
Was it it wasn't a Netflix original, was it?
Quite possibly, yeah.
They are the worst.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Yeah, that's it, man.
They're basically like, have you got parents?
Have you got the
Hate
had the
them.
message to them? Yeah.
Have you got parents? No, you don't, because they're divorced. One of them's either dead, one's in jail. There's always the message. with
Yeah,
the
and if they're
Netflix.
not, they're terrorists. So, you know, and you should kill yourself.
Yeah, and we do definitely not.
Endorse
that one.
Hear it to us.
No, I don't. I'm not saying that at all.
How did you open that?
I used
that
the bottom
bottle?
of this breath spray, and I'll tell you what.
Condition rant.
Where did that come from?
And another thing. No, I'll tell you what. Speaking of, now I wasn't going to use this as a prop. I just brought it in just for a little bit of a. And I call it my Leisure Suit Larry spray. It's the old.
yeah.
It's
Old school.
It's a new take.
A Leisure Suit Larry, that you had to find the breath mint in order to get to the next part of this.
Yeah, in order to lay the prostitute,
Sex worker.
the sex worker. That's right.
Yeah, I'm trying to go broke.
So yeah,
Go
no. So
work,
what?
Go broke.
This movie you watched, was it? Was it any
It
good?
was a time travel movie. So they're trying to throw in this and throw in that, and you know, technologies in the year 2050, and
Okay.
just little subliminals like you got to you have to connect your DNA to unlock the thing that you're flying. If you're injured, it won't let you start it.
Oh,
Sounds
right.
like a digital ID pass.
Yeah, doesn't it though?
Hmm.
Yeah, there was things all over the place.
Yeah, right. So
But too many references to other movies, like when you're watching action sequences, and it's like Star Wars, Mission Impossible.
Oh, not like the characters
This.
are saying "Yippee-ki-yay!"
No. You could just like say we saw that in that movie.
Yeah.
it's just you're just either doing a
Shot-for-shot remake.
how do we know at what point are there going to be movies on the television that are just reprocessed information by AIs?
It's totally that way already, isn't
That's
it?
what it sounds
Kinda
like you're saying. It's just like got regurgitating all these movies. Like
There's gotta be an algorithm where you feed all movies into it, and then you go romantic comedy.
Yeah,
And it
well,
comes up with this, and it
that's-
goes Ryan Reynolds, Meg Ryan.
Oh, that's
starring,
right.
Meg Ryan is the mother. Yeah.
No, that's
You-
an
you
interesting
guys are just-
concept.
you-
Sigourney Weaver is the lab assistant.
You're describing the music industry. They're already. That's where
it's
that's what
it's
they're at.
totally
Like
that.
Very
it's-
much so. But
I'm
imagine,
pretty sure a computer can write a song.
yeah.
but-
But
Oh,
we're
yeah,
talking.
absolutely.
You just gave me an idea, or you sort of outlined this concept to me that it was happening in real time.
Right.
So it's not pre-written because they're already doing that. Like there's like Netflix romantic
a
comedy, and they're quite bizarre. Like there's a Netflix
A re-
AI creates a stoner movie,
Okay.
and there's a few
Oh,
of them.
and creates the entire thing.
Yeah, and they're pretty bizarre and actually a bit of a laugh. But what I envisaged when you were saying that is something that does it in real time. We're talking quantum computing, all data,
Love it.
and you type in like, what do you want to watch tonight? What do you want to watch?
Oh, that's
I
how
want to
you
watch
do it.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds in a action / pornography.
Yeah. And they'll just create
Starring Meg Ryan
So,
and
yeah.
Demi Moore.
it.
as a
Princess
crack whore.
Leia.
Yeah, exactly. Like anything you want. And think of
Yeah, and the
you know,
stupid humans
but
that
you gotta
tried that.
be fucking,
Yeah.
You're gonna be neural linked.
Yeah, and Elf, the alien, is the antagonist.
Okay, yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
that.
He's the furry sidekick.
We've got ourselves
Yeah.
a bit of a pitch that.
And then
bitch
it downloads it.
scenario.
You know, it's just like downloading movie, and it's 50
Because
seconds.
when humans try it, they do the choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
So they have to physically go and record each stream of the. You can do it on your Netflix. Go, do you want them to kiss? Do you want them to cook
right.
dinner?
Yeah.
And you can guide the story.
And like you said earlier, the word Neuralink, you wouldn't even have to ask; it
You
would
wouldn't,
know.
They just know.
It'd know.
Yeah.
All right, am I going down the right track? Hotter, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go hotter until you just like got it, the world's best movie tailored to your psyche.
But how do you know you're not already in there? Because like just for
This
this,
is the movie.
the whole discussion, is it? I thought like with Star Trek the other night when I was watching it again, if you were asleep on your spaceship in Star Trek world,
Yep.
and then they do the transporter, they transport you onto somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're just asleep, and then they transport you onto the holodeck, which is the fake land,
Okay.
where
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
seems
Yeah.
real but it's fake. Would
Yeah.
you actually know that you're on the holodeck?
Right.
How long would it take? Or how far into the episode
I think-
does it take Picard to figure out
Well,
that's what's
Picard-
happening?
Right.
This is what I don't understand about the holodeck is how big is it?
Yeah.
Like when do you walk into the wall?
You see it. It's like a cargo room, a cargo bay room, but
The floor must move or something.
I think like maybe like they put a tree in front of you, and so you like dodge it, and then they turn you around in the holodeck.
Yeah.
But they could turn the gravity off so you could float. I don't understand it,
Okay.
and I don't think they do either, because
No.
otherwise.
The doors would be open.
So I
You'd
did
see it
watch. I
work.
did watch in the early episodes. We're on Picard's ship. We're on the Enterprise, and he doesn't like kids. You see on his ship.
Oh, right.
But he opens up the holodeck doors, and a holodeck snowball actually hits him in the face. Now he's
Right.
standing in the hallway.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Right.
does the holodeck snowball actually exist in the hallway? Doesn't. Do you know why? They don't have hollow emitters all through the fucking
Hallways. No, they don't.
They don't. Not until
That's why they
Voyager.
have a hollow deck.
The
specific.
interesting thing that gets me about these
Yeah.
simulations is that all experience is one, right? So, like all of your
Here we go again, Tim.
Yeah, no, but like, so like on the concept of the holodeck and where its walls, where it starts and where it finishes. If it's an internal experience, then it can essentially exist infinitely, because we co-create this external experience from within. And so if they're just tapping into that and hijacking that technology a little bit, then potentially then it could go on forever. But the snowball permeating realities is kind of suggestive of this suggestion that all it is one. It's that concept that they're already going there with what you're asking the question. It's like, where does it stop and where does it end? And it's not the walls, the physical limitations of the walls of the holodeck. It's the walls of the mind.
Yeah, but I think
Spills
like
over. So if he conceives the holodeck is real and is invested in it,
but I've tried to.
That's true.
it draws it out.
Yep.
There's people, and I've tried it. Try to, there's more space between the matter of the plaster wall there. It's more space than it is matter, and you can try to put your fist through it. Oh no, put your hand through it. Walk through it, right? Walk through it.
Yeah.
We've all tried to jump
We've
through
all
a
tried to
wall.
walk through a wall
Yeah.
because there is more space in the atoms or whatever they try. The men that stare at goats. You've seen that,
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
try to kill them by staring at them. CIA.
Does that work?
It was a bit of a CIA
Right.
sort
Ruse.
of experiment going on there in the side, but
Any
who
success?
knows? Who knows really?
What happened with the goats?
Men staring at
follow-up.
goats. Well, watch the movie about it. What's its
Is it a
name?
Netflix original?
No, it's not. It's got that guy. It's got the guy that's
Ryan Reynolds.
Really famous. He spruiks coffee.
Yeah.
He's in all the
I know the one.
George Clooney.
That's the
heist
one.
movies. Yeah,
George Clooney.
George Clooney. He's in The Men Who Stare at Goats.
He's it. Not only is he in the Men to Stare at Goats, but he must be in some crappy clubs because that guy got so much press and so many movies, and like he's not that much chop.
Right.
George Clooney,
Not that much chop.
chop.
Is acting chop?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
No, he's playing George Clooney in everything.
Every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just like a
Look at my
dude. He's just
range.
like a dude.
It's me.
He's just a dude. Like,
Where you're Leonardo DiCaprio, he morphs himself into a role.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Sinatra was like Sinatra in every movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, Sinatra.
yeah, but that's
yeah.
he was getting the gig because he was Sinatra.
Yeah,
George Clooney just thinks he's Sinatra and he can't sing.
Yeah,
that's right.
He can prank.
Yeah, he's a prankster, and I don't
Oh,
like
is he?
that. I don't like that in. He's well known for his pranks.
Oh, really?
I've never liked that about a person.
Like the whole movie star thing.
Yeah, like
That was
he'll
Got us good.
he'll. Oh yeah, that's serious. Yeah, all this coffee pod's going to be delicious.
Yeah.
It's never the Nespresso and stuff. It never is.
Do you know what?
Terrible.
Speaking of that, do you know they've got like this hot avant-garde little boutique shop. It's massive. It's the ceilings are like 3 stories high in the middle of Myer Emporium in the city. Like it's one of the most boutique pieces of residential property, not residential, commercial property in Victoria, and it's full of coffee pods.
Oh god.
Can you like? Sorry to bring this
What,
up.
like a display?
That's a display shop. You can go there to buy your coffee, right? So like the walls are covered in like little pods,
Oh,
and it's got like this trendy desk in the middle. Looks like a jeweler sort of thing.
Okay.
And you know, like since you've brought it up, I want to discuss it because I've never really quite understood it.
the pod.
The pod.
Do you know what?
No.
And I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to go there.
Yeah, you go there.
And
Man.
I'm going to talk to them,
You
and I'm going
can.
to take the recorder, and we're going to get to the bloody bottom of this.
You should.
Of their artistic choice of putting used pods or not used.
I'm just going to
Or you
ask what
just-
the go is.
because you don't get that flavorful coffee aroma.
The other thing that I
From the
find
pod.
so
Pod
perplexing
must
about
be
it, it's been there since these pods came out. It's been there nearly a decade.
Right.
I
Going
can't
strong.
figure it out. I can't figure it out.
Never will.
I'll have to go and have a little chin wag with them.
Yeah.
See
Sort
what's
them
up
out.
with the old coffee. How many pods do you sell? How many orange ones do you sell? How many purple ones do you sell?
When are you going to make them out of something that doesn't kill dolphins?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who's picking these beans? That's
When's-
what I want to know.
When's
Yeah.
George dropping by?
George
Clooney.
Clooney. If he's going to prank you and you're on set with him and he's the star, you're going to thank you, Mr. Clooney.
yeah, that's so funny.
Hey, I stuck a pen in your
and
eye.
he goes home.
It's a prank.
and then
thank
George,
you, Mr. Clooney.
George Clooney's driver on the way home. Did you see what I did today? Everyone was laughing. I stuck that pen in the guy's eye, and he was laughing.
Yeah, it's very good, Mr. Clooney. Hey, driver, let me ask you something. Can you open up that glove box over there? And he opens it up.
Sure,
and
no,
it's,
yeah,
human Clooney turd.
yeah,
Steaming.
yeah.
Zip, zap, zoom. I got you.
Yeah. Grab that steering wheel. I've hooked it up to the car battery over here. George Clooney. I
Fucking
didn't think he was
pranksters.
from
Yeah.
Boston
You
or
can't
wherever
trust-
that is.
can't trust
New
pranksters.
York.
Pranksters, when does it end?
It
When do you
ends in
decide that's
tears. It ends in a hospital run, stitches.
You know that if you start with someone and they're a prankster, it's going to go forever. So
it's like
life.
a bloody.
So you got no time for pranks here. No pranks.
No time for pranks. Not a prank or a prank e.
Mm.
Well-
Don't try to prank on me, because I'm going to come back at you.
What about
hard. Hold on, let's see who this is. No. Hold on, this is from Perth, Western Australia.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, my name is Jacob and I'm calling you from Water Saver. A very good evening to you. This call is in regards to Victorian Government VEU program. Under this program, we are replacing all of your old shower heads with new shower heads for free. So may I ask, how many shower heads do you have in all your house, in all the bathrooms? Like what?
Probably about 18?
IT?
18. Like 17, 18, 19, 20, 18.
I'm asking how many shower heads?
1, 8.
IT? And are they more than 1 year old?
What's that, sorry? 1 year old?
Yes.
No, it's an estate. It's a very large mansion. It's been here for 150 years.
Okay, so you mean somewhere is more than 1 year old, right?
Oh, probably last time it was done, 1974, probably.
Alright, 74 years old, shower heads, right?
Yep,
Are you serious? Are you serious about it?
I'm in Turak.
Great. Alright. So we have a technician working in your area. So tomorrow, what time will you be available at home?
Where are you?
Uh-huh.
What suburb are you in?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Where are you?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, couldn't
He
answer
didn't
the
want
question.
didn't want 80 shower heads replaced. That's a shame.
They're probably not allowed to say it's because it's a Victorian government initiative.
Sorry, I don't treat anyone like that on the phone ever, but I thought I'd go there. Sorry.
So that's
Too much,
a
not
Victorian
enough.
government initiative. But he didn't want to answer where he was calling from. Imagine if a Victorian government initiative was being like offshore call centres were being employed to do that job.
Of course they have, wouldn't they?
That'd be
Isn't that
amazing.
how you get to it?
Imagine if there was that program that they did employ Australians to. Is that what you're basically
yeah.
saying?
He could very well be Australian, but
He could be Australian.
but he could, but he might not be. He could be calling from somewhere
Pretty
else.
sure he's in Mumbai.
But what's the go with that? Showerheads.
Because they're
dunno.
trying to spout, water spout, this narrative that we're running out of water, and we're not. There's not a worldwide drought like they claim. There's plenty of water. We just don't know how to manage it. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, that's right.
Floods.
And the corporations want it all.
Tsunamis.
Corporations want it all.
I'm
You know,
definitely not a.
I know
weather-
somebody. I was speaking to a fella works at a vintage clothing shop on Chapel Street, and we're talking about the Dalesford region. He's just moved up that way with his partner near Mount Franklin.
Oh,
and he said
beautiful
that
region.
they have a spring in their backyard. I was talking about the water that comes out of the ground up at Hepburn Springs and how it's a delightful delicacy to get some of that healthy artesian water. And
Some of it does taste like sulfur, but continue.
Oh, it does, but you got to get used to that. It's good for you. It's speaking
Like
about
urine.
Yeah, you know it's good because it tastes shit.
high electrical conductivity. It's really good for your meditation
Gotcha.
And
things like that.
electrolytes.
Good for my kundalini that's
Yep.
been flaring up.
Yeah.
But
It's
how's
like
this?
swelling out.
So he has a spring in his backyard, and he said they pinch a bit every now and then. But they said they got to be careful not to pinch too much because Coca-Cola will sue them.
Oh.
So Coca-Cola
Where's-
owns the rights to Mount Franklin spring water.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Mount
even if-
Franklin, that massive,
Spring.
the massive product that we're buying our
Yeah.
water
Yeah.
from here, Tim. I just didn't know if you.
And so what? They own it.
They own the rights to the spring water from Mount Franklin. See, Australia's got an interesting little setup going on here. You know the old Beverly Hillbilly story where they find oil and become rich, and it's quite a comedic affair.
Yeah, that's it.
That wouldn't happen in Australia because in Australia, if you have resources on your land, it belongs to the Crown.
The crown.
Gotcha. No, it's like the old bloody deer on the King's Land, and you try to hunt on the. Is
Yeah.
that the same? It's the same thing. Do you still get
Yeah,
your 2
that's-
fingers cut off for like
Is it-
plucking
oh, so you
oil?
can't arch
How to-
up.
Yeah, it's different
Can't
now
use
because
that.
they sell it off to another corporation and then they sue you because they own the rights to it.
Right.
Why can't
You
they just say,
motherfuckers.
look, there's oil on your land. There's a lot of money here. Here's $1 million.
It's not even oil though. It's water.
Like, or just like, you never have to pay an electricity bill ever again.
Well, you shouldn't have to anyway.
No one should.
No.
They didn't in Saudi Arabia. I mean, where was that place that we blew to smithereens because of the fact?
You got your Venezuelans,
Iraq.
you got your Laos, you got your Iraq. Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to go down all the horrific war crimes that America commits on a daily basis, but
Yeah. Yeah.
nevertheless,
Yeah.
they'll get their own soon enough.
Soon enough.
Yeah. It's a shame that we're intrinsically tied to the practices of the West.
Well, no one knows what Pine Gap does, and it's the biggest army base in
Where is it?
Australia. It's no one knows there, Tim, but
Okay, so
it's
how-
Western Australia or whatever. But
Right.
no acting sort of like government, like premier or what's the head one? Prime Minister.
Okay.
They barely know what's going on in Pine Gap.
Yeah, right. Sounds innocent enough. Like, it just makes me think of pine trees.
Yeah.
Pine trees, gap.
Yeah.
There's not much. So, like, pine trees and a gap.
We're in that gap.
And,
Can't
you
miss
know,
us.
Yeah.
no more questions.
But a pine tree forest is like a green desert. It's like when you go and do a plantation of pine trees, nothing lives in it.
No, that's true.
The needles kill all
just
the
pine trees.
just pine trees. No birds. It's
Really?
silent in a pine forest. That's where all the
Right.
crazy shit goes down.
Is that what birds don't like pine trees?
Well, it's like if you
It's
do
too
a
hard.
pine tree forest in England where pine trees were from or whatever, there'd probably be a bird that likes a pine tree. But then when you put like 15,000 of them in Australia or wherever,
Yeah.
there's no titwillow
No.
that wants to go and nest in the.
Yeah.
Gotcha?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Know what I'm saying?
needles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I do like
No, it's
that. I
good.
do like those forests though.
Yeah.
Big
For
fan.
spookiness,
Oh, just it's a they say, don't they say the pine trees vibrate at the same buzz as the humans do?
Oh, do they?
Yeah, apparently so.
Same resonant frequency.
That's the goal I was trying to say.
Yeah. You know, speaking of resonant frequencies, it was a biblical teaching. Apparently, one isn't to wear mixed fabrics. Mixed fabrics,
Okay.
and apparently that they're looking into this
No undies?
scientifically.
you can wear undies, but,
well,
you
but they
just
have to be-
bamboo undies and bamboo pants and bamboo socks and bamboo shoes.
One
Yeah.
type. Okay.
One fabric, because I don't know, it was to do with they couldn't figure out why. That just sounded like a silly rule to say, and now they're looking into it. Apparently, it's got to do with resonant frequencies and electric conductivity, and apparently, cotton is about the same as vibrates the same as a human does. Superconductors are linen and wool, but you can wear all linen or all wool, but not mixed, not two.
Never the twine shall meet.
Yeah,
Never
right.
the twine shall
If
meet,
you will.
because they can't cancel out their conductivity. I don't know much about that, but it's just speaking of resonant frequencies, we've covered it. We covered it with the chakras. They each have their own resonant frequency. The pine trees resonate at a similar frequency as the people.
That's right.
And,
People resonate.
Me blue
Same
throat
as the pine trees.
chakra is resonating right now. That
Yep. Have you heard of Gregorian chanting?
I love it. It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
That's
Like
what I was doing.
Yeah,
Throat
they get
singing.
a,
Singers.
Isn't Gregorian chanting there? Ole Santos Maria.
Yes.
oh yeah, right. I like that
Right,
one.
and then there's the
Throat singers.
Mayan throat.
I used to be able to do it. I'm not going to do
That's
it
not
now.
it.
No.
Sounds more like
If
this.
you will. Oh, no. I probably could have a crack, but I'll need the years of training and know why I'm
It's all, in,
doing it.
it's all in the throat
This
and the
is-
lips. Because you
This
You
is
can
kind of why I've just sort of like left my didgeridoo under the bed there now,
To get- I'd
because
say-
I
think it's over there,
I
actually.
can make the noises like a throat singer would
Yeah.
make the noise, but I don't know why I'm making the noise. I'm just making it kookaburra sound.
Yeah,
you know,
so you're not deep in the meditation. Of
well,
what
I don't know
it represents.
I don't know what it represents.
You're just making the sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fake,
Yeah.
a fugazi,
Oh,
a
it's not
didgeridoo player.
It's not though. You just got to reconnect with that aspect. Meditate first.
Meditate first.
Get into the
Technical
right
Meditate
chakra
first.
and
Now,
then blow.
if you want to know how to meditate, let's do it.
Okay.
second. Okay.
This is to wrap up the
Yeah.
on a positive note. Like, let's.
Well, there's a good 5 or 6 minutes left on the episode.
I don't know how long you have to meditate for, but it takes me a lot longer than that.
I'll fall straight to sleep.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I think it's just something that we, I think is a bit silly, and it's like it's such a hard thing to do. It's hard in the sense that you've got to keep at it. This is a state of consciousness, is a part of our lives that we just haven't been exercising. A lot of people, I think,
So
the vast,
effort.
but it's the opposite of effort. It's about separating yourself from the concept that everything
That it should be
requires
hard.
effort. You know that everything is.
Can I ask
effort.
you about it? Right? Because I know about meditating. I know about all this stuff. Never done it. Never do it. So what I hear is you got to clear your mind, right?
Yeah, which isn't easy.
So talk about that because it isn't easy.
No.
And when you do, I'm thinking of nothing. Fuck, I'm thinking of something. Nothing now.
That's right.
Right.
First of all,
So what do we do? How do we get our brain into thinking about nothing?
First of all, you don't
Not
say
saying it.
you don't say fuck. You don't give yourself a hard time for it because your thoughts are always going to track off. It's just about recognizing it and bringing it back.
It's like like a flea jumping on the back of a dog's
Yeah.
wool.
Bollocks.
I mean, I guess so.
Just your mind
But-
can jump from here to there. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think that Dalai Lama said it better,
He sure did.
but I remember it.
It's just like that. But no, what I tend to do is just sit down, comfortable. You don't have to cross your legs and do all that stuff, but it does help. Or lying in a nice comfortable spot, and then basically we just breathe.
And go to sleep.
So
And what do they say about that? What if I fall asleep? Is it they want you to stay awake during meditation?
well, I guess
Being
so.
serious,
Yeah.
Like, what if you are breathing and you get into that state? I'm out cold.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
I reckon my meditation teacher would be like hitting the back of my hand or something. Like,
Okay.
"Dude, wake up.
Maybe,
Not doing it
possibly,
right
with
possibly. But I think to silence the thoughts, one of the easiest things to do is focus on the breath. You become aware of all these things that aren't your thoughts. You've got all these stimuli happening,
Metaverse, yeah.
and so the air coming through your nose, the coolness, the feeling of the expansion of your lungs, the feeling of how your muscles and bum feel on your seat, kind of thing. You can feel the
Dog,
air
or hear
around
the
you.
dog barking out
Yep.
there. And
But apparently, we listen to sounds, but we don't give them names. Imagine the whole soundtrack, or every sound, to be one soundtrack. One song that's been mixed by Timmy beforehand, and you don't have to. And everything's just an element of the song. We're not like pulling ourselves up and labeling everything or whatnot. Just sort of like letting yourself melt into that sort of moment. And like you say, your thoughts
I like
will
that.
drift off. But what we do is
trading on the trombone or the drum track, and I like that analogy.
But when you do feel your thoughts drift off and you feel yourself falling into a spiral of thoughts, and they might be negative or whatever,
Luminous beings shall we, not this crude matter.
we just gently recognise that, we're off track, and focus back on the breath, basically. So, and that one thing that has always helped meditators is a mantra, which is something that you
your oms,
I'm a
your
star.
your
I'm a star.
throat singing.
now
So you're doing
exactly. That's a
I'm
good one.
star.
That's a good one. But
I'm a rock. I'm a muse.
the Beatles, they meditated with the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and
Gesundheit.
later.
and in the Paul McCartney biography, many years from now, he said that he was told that that every person was given their own mantra, but you weren't allowed to tell anybody what it was. I have a feeling I was telling everybody the same mantra. But what I used to do is just, you think one when you breathe in, and 2 when you breathe out. Simple as that. 1, 2.
Ones and zeros.
1, 2. Just
Testing,
that,
Testing microphone 1,
1,
2. Camera 1.
2.
Comfortable breathing, 1, 2, bringing yourself back to the moment. And that's just the start. And sit down and just focus on your breath, and next week we'll get into the chakras.
Oh, excellent. Next time.
Quick question now we're in the meditation.
Yeah.
Can I come out of it until next week? Or do I have to stay in it?
The thing about meditation is that I find that most of the things that you learn about within and without, they sort of, that you hold on to them. They are lessons. They're real lessons.
How long is a good meditation though? Like the TM guys, the what's the TM? Transcendental meditation guys, like your Jerry Seinfelds or whatever.
All right. Does he do that?
Yeah, he's a long practitioner of TM.
Wow.
But should I be doing 4 to 5, 45, 4 or 5
that's
hours?
a really good question,
Well,
'cause
what
I'm
am I
not-
doing here? What am I doing? I would say
5
like a
hours, 4
good
minutes.
sort of like transcendental meditation time would be about 59 minutes and 59 seconds there, Tim. Like,
Yeah,
where are
that's
we?
right now.
This is about right now.
This is
It's
about right.
amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm looking
I
forward
don't know.
to
I don't do
next.
extra long ones, but I do about half an hour.
Okay, cool.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
A half an hour, half and half.
Half sauna boy, half meditation boy.
Yeah, half
Even better,
transcendental meditation.
meditate in the sauna. It's extreme.
Double up
Oh, yeah.
efficiency.
That's double
That's
up.
such a good idea.
Yep.
Because I've been having my saunas going, what am I doing here? What
do I do?
What do I do in here?
Yeah, I find the super thing about it is because as you would know, being a good time sauna boy, is that when you've been in there too long, not too long, there's a point where
Should I get out?
your brain starts going, you better get out, you should get out.
Yes,
whatever.
yes,
You're sort of
yes.
fighting the heat
Yeah,
off, right?
Yeah, you are.
When you meditate through that, it's like meditating on steroids. It's like a hyperbolic chamber for meditating, I find. Because you got all this noise going on, like this noise. You've got all this
Get out.
Session.
physical
Too hot.
factors.
Yeah. Like
Physical
you're sweating.
factors.
Get out of here, man.
You've got to meditate, basically change your reality a little bit. Convince yourself it's a little bit cooler. Quiet your mind a little bit harder. And these sort of practices have been reported, like these hardcore TM guys, like Buddhist monks. There's documented practices where they meditate on mountaintops where it's below freezing, and they have been tested, their body temperatures. They literally raise their core temperature by meditation, and they can survive up there.
That's
That and a couple of sandwiches every once in a while.
you got to get something. Get
Get the bloody
those
sandwich.
calories. Like, no, I'm a breathian. I just like eat the air. That gets you through.
Is that how you
Yeah,
sleep?
breathian. Have you heard about those?
I saw a guy on YouTube. He reckons he eats air, does nothing but air.
That's
Till
just,
the camera's
that's just
off.
eating
Yeah.
imagination. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
want
maybe
the
that's all.
imagination diet.
Hey, look, man.
Well,
I like this little session. It's actually made me, take a step back, take a breath,
Yeah.
slow down,
Yeah.
figure out what random thoughts are going on in my mind that are like a flea on the back of a dog's back,
All bollocks.
jumping from here to there, never knowing where I'm going to land.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that, but I'd love to hear the next chakra, the next step in this journey. This journey we're on.
It is a journey that we're all on, and I think that this is an integral part of it.
It's a Christ enough session.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for that enlightenment and a little bit of a pep up. I feel at ease for some reason.
And hungry.
I'm starving.
A little bit hungry.
A little bit hungry.
No, that's lovely. That's what you get out of it.
I'm glad you made the effort to spend the petrol and get down here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
too.
tell you that
I always
wholeheartedly.
am. Always am.
Excellent. Well, it's about that time that we'll wrap it up. And thanks for listening.
Oh, thanks for having me. Sorry about
also did.
the full-on rants.
No rants.
No rants.
Just thoughts.
You got rants in your pants.
Oh, I like it. Is that?
There's an ointment for that too, Tim.
There is. I got it in
Excellent.
the,
Hands
top
in the
cupboard.
hands. Well, thanks. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Tucker.
And I'm Sean Enough.
Go get him, Tiger.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through two at a time.
Jump the turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take me. It was like a ninja.
Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile.
Jumping.
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again. Whenever I believe I don't have to do it, but I do it, I get away because there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some fairs in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times.
Jumping.
Turnstile instead of just paying the $2.25.
That little technique, I pull the turnstile back like that, boom, boom. My upper body is not moving, just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.